nestled in pretty close together. I should say third, fourth, and fifth nestled in pretty close together. Thomas Wood and Clark Robbins have separated from the rest of the field here.
Yeah, they're duking it out at the bottom of the hill there. The big loop 270, watching for him to come back up. And it was just about side by side out of the sweeper for the leaders as you watch Cade Johnson negotiating that section. Look at this. Already deep lines working through there.
Up into the Bud Moore throttle section of the track. And then Cade Johnson going to drop back down into team cramp corner. Bring it on down, Don.
Here we go. Wood on the 43. The gas rider holds onto it. And you see the fist pump there as, yeah, Clark Robbins gave him all he could handle on that final lap. But it was Thomas Wood hanging on for the win.
Your division winners, they're going 1 and 2 respectively.
Looks like Hartz, Kaniger, and Johnson going to hang on third, fourth, and fifth. Looking at the overall, Thomas Wood, Clark Robbins, and Landon Hartz just as they finished on the track. That's how they are on the overall podium, Shand.
Yeah, solid moto there between Wood, Robbins, and give it up to Landon Hartz. Going to come across here in third with William Conager, Cade Johnson, your top 5, and Adler Cottle moves up to 6th. So fine ride by young Adler Cottle. Kai Gentry 7th, Jesse Furtado in 8th position. And we are out of the gate here for race number.
This is not the
Yeah, we are out of the gate here for race number 31, the girls senior 11 to 16 age group.
So it looks like Mela Herrick with the 100% hole shot for the girls senior, 11 to 16. So it looks like Mila Herrick, the 19, with a 100% hole shot, trying to get away. The 11 of Casimir in the second spot behind her. As we get ready to go down to Dean Dias, down on the podium. Dean, down to you.
All right, we get to pick one lucky competitor from all these classes. Hey, man, what's your name?
It's Tyler Hawk.
Hawk, dude, you excited to go to the Stewart compound?
Dude, yeah, I'm stoked, bro.
To get to throw some fat whips and scrubs out there, huh?
Yeah.
Who helped you get here? Who made it all possible?
WTT, Merge, BH25 Photography, SLM, FMF. That's about it.
Guys, get over to the Hawk, getting that luck of the draw. And third overall here on the podium, Landon Hartz, man, you weren't sure if you came out with it or not, but you made it happen. How's it feel?
It feels good. I've been struggling. I had a pretty bad crash yesterday, so I'm kind of just pushing through some pain and some sickness. But overall, good to end the week here at Freestone with a third.
No doubt about it, man. Well, tell me who you'd like to thank. Who helped you get here on the podium?
My mom, my dad, the whole team EBR, the whole MTF crew, Jacob, Lil Brian, and Colleen, they all got me ready, 100%, Fly, Altus Motorsports, and everybody else. Thank you.
All right, guys, give it up to the number 92 machine, Landon Hartz, getting the job done. Now I'm going to make my way over here to Clark Robbins, dude. I was watching time and scoring. You're making a charge in that moto, weren't you?
Yeah, I was trying my best. Like, I kind of caught up the last couple laps, but Tiger was riding really good, so tried my best.
No doubt about it, man. It's not easy out there, is it?
No, the track's like kind of hard. Like, it's hard pack right now, so it's not the best.
I feel you, man. Hey, you made the most of it. You got second overall. Who would you like to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, especially my mom for driving me out. It's just me and her. She's really helping me out, just taking me to these races and all. But I want to thank Hunter Race and Fly, Motorcycle Mall, Garnet, Pro Taper, and anyone else that helped me. Thank you.
All right, guys, give it the 6'2" Clark Robinson. And now Champ again, man, making it happen out there. How does it feel?
It feels great. Never won a title here at Freestone, and be able to come with 2 away from this year, I'm super pumped with it.
Yeah, I'm super pumped. Also got that 100% whole shot where I see you got 100% goggles around your neck. How's that feel?
Yeah, no, it feels great. 100% is such a great company, and really proud to wear the goggles.
No doubt about it, man. That's awesome. Well, hey, who helped you get here on top of the step?
Gas, Troy Designs, Monster, Dunlop, Lynx, FMF, MTF, everybody MTF, Little B, Big B, Colleen, Jacob, Tony, everybody that helps me. The MX Store, Alpine Stars 100%. Yeah, and everybody else, thank you so much.
All right, guys, get over 43 with Thomas Wood. Now I'm going to bring out Mike Burkeen so you can hand you that #1 plate. Congratulations.
All right, so good times down there in that Podium. Hey, folks, the folks at Thor just dropped off a whole box of free gear over at the registration window. It's 2023 gear. It's up for grabs, first come, first serve. So make your way down to the registration window, and big thanks to the folks from Thor.
First come, first serve. Make your way down, Don.
I don't think I'm going to need any riding gear anytime soon. So we're underway here in the girls' senior. Lachlan Turner, the 99, out in front. Mila Herrick, Madison Casimir, second and third in the moto. Looking at the overall picture, Casimir sitting on a 1-3 score. She would be the champion if she stays where she is in that third spot. Mila Herrick with a third in the first moto, a second place right now. Only going to be good enough to give her second. And unfortunately, Lachlan Turner going down in that girls' moto, that first one there, that was the one where that bike nosedived. So she ended up with a 15th in that moto. So even a win here, not going to get on the podium in the overall picture.
Yeah, to close out the podium right now, if the checker flag goes away right now, Don, it's Hannah Jamison currently in 4th place out on the track right now. She is sitting in 3rd in the overall class results. So we'll see if Jamison can hold on to that 3rd place final podium spot. She's got to keep it upright, smooth, and not get past here in the next few laps.
Yeah, you know, and if you're Lachlan Turner, I have to say hats off to that young rider because she could have just skipped this moto. She's not going to be in the overall. Sometimes riders will just be like, you know what? I ain't got a shot at the overall. I'm not even going to go out there. Hats off to Lachlan Turner getting out there. She wants to leave on a high note, get a moto win. Not where you want to be, but you're going to go with a little bit of positive energy.
Yep. Zoe Moore back there in 8th. Sophia Williams in 7th. Josie Schuff in 6th, Hannah Cole in 5th, Tinley McCoy back there in 9th, Lindsey Morris in 10th, Reagan Davis 11th, Riley Davis in 12th. It's Gracie Campbell back there in 13th position with Amanda Walsh in 14th, Samantha Jansen in 15th, Kenzie Watnett in 16th, and it's Rocket Girl Skylar Draycott back there in 17th, who had a birthday a few days ago.
There you go. Good way to spend your birthday the week here at Freestone.
You had the Draycott twins' birthday. You had Maverick Gish's birthday this week. There's been a couple more I'm forgetting. My apologies for forgetting your birthday. A $50 bill usually helps bring my memory back around.
You didn't forget my birthday.
I know. Don Collins' birthday this week.
122 years old this year.
Yeah, 122 and only 50 years younger than JP, his big brother.
There you go. So there it is, Turner and Herrick, 1 and 2. And here's the rider that's got the championship in her hands. The Moto Sandbox Factory Connection Husqvarna ride, Madison Casimir. And boy, Hannah Jamison on the charge. She's trying to take that spot away. Yeah, you know, a 2-3 might just boot Casimir off the top step of the podium as she would be 1-4. Would tie them at 5, but the better moto score in the second half. So this one still could be up in the air. There's still plenty of time on the track.
Sure, that 15th place for Lachlan Turner effectively taking her out of the equation. But what that does is really mess up the moto numbers with the rest of the riders here. And thank God for E-score.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's 1-3, 3-2, 2-4, the overall scores.
Amazing how talented these young girls are. The girls, senior 11 to 16 age group, most of them, a lot of them on 85cc machines here. And just the way they attack the ruts, the way they attack the berms, you know, the braking bumps, acceleration bumps, it's just like I attack food, Don, all over.
There you go. I know I like to keep my hands and feet clear of you when you are eating.
That's right. I have an appetite for food, bourbon, and other bad things.
Well, you know, you only live once.
That's right. Yeah.
So it looks like the white flag going to be out the next time we see the 99 of Lachlan Turner up here at the finish. And she should be making her way up to the top of Cemetery Hill shortly here. Looking at the battle between Casimir and Jamison as they head back down the hill to the team cramp corner. So the white flag is out for Turner.
Casimir doing a solid ride here, a solid effort, holding on to that third place spot. Kevin Jamison just at bay behind her. And as long as Casimir stays ahead of Jamison, she is locked in for this class championship.
All right, and here's a little bit of crazy math for you.
Okay.
If Casimir gets passed by Jamison, that might actually push Mela Herrick to the top step of the podium because she's running a 3-2 right now.
That would give her 5 points.
They'd be tied at 5, but she'd have the better finish.
Sure, sure.
All three would be tied at 5 if Jamison makes the pass on Casimir. So, yeah, this one is up in the air, folks. Don't take your eyes off the track because there's still plenty of time in this one. As you see Turner coming out of the Shock Socks S-turn, Casimir going to come back into that inside rhythm section over number 5.
Casimir making her way around some of the back marker riders, and Hannah Jamison having to do the same thing, being checked up just a little bit here. So yeah. Casimir coming out of the Baggett berm up and over the 7 Kawasaki step up.
And, you know, I think she got through a little bit cleaner there, so that's going to help her out. So we're looking at the 99 of Lachlan Turner, going to make her way to the top of the hill. She's on her way to a moto win. And going to take that positive and move on to the next one as, again, out of the contention for the championship after bike issues in the first moto, but going to come away with a win in this one. And checkered flag is out.
Don, that is going to secure Lachlan Turner with a 9th overall, so we'll see her on at the award ceremony, a 9th at least. She salvaged a horrible 15th place moto with a dominant first place moto in the second moto.
Here's the 19 of Herrick, going to hang on to second. And let's look, there's the 11. So it's going to be 3rd place, but that should be good enough for the championship for the Moto Sandbox Factory Connection ride. That is Madison Casimir. So Jamison and Cole going to stay 4th and 5th.
Yeah, and look at the points here on the tally. 4 points, 5 points, and 6 points. Casimir, Herrick, and Jamison, 1, 2, and 3. We'll be seeing them there on the podium here in just a few moments for the girls senior 11 to 16 age group.
Yep, we got vet riders going to come off the gate next. It's going to be the riders in the 35-plus and Masters 50-plus. So as you see the leaders in the girls senior down in the impound area.
And as the vets line up to come out of the gate, it's Chris Kiefer coming in with a Moto 1 win, followed by Dustin Jensen, Adam Miller, Sean Miller, Kyle Dangler in 5th, Clayton Miller with a 6th, Andrew Valdez 7th, Nick McBride 8th, Bill Loy in 9th, Dustin Bird in 10th, and it was Jeff Morris in 11th. In that Masters 50-plus class, it was Manning, Bishelia, Lizarraga, Donald Wells, Navarro, Doug Holy, and Kevin Kozad with a DNS.
So the 580 of Dustin Jensen with 100% hole shot for the Vet 35 plus. Here we go with the Masters 50 plus class. So it looks like it's going to be the number 6, Rob Manning, with 100% hole shot for the Masters 50 plus. So Vet riders out on the track here. Okay, so correction there as we looked a little bit too quickly. It was the 96 of Don Bishalia, the Terminator, with the hole shot for the Masters 50 plus.
Don. And with that, we just extended the podium interview with Don Bishalia an extra 15 minutes as he thinks the hole shot.
And it looks like they're just about situated down there on the victory podium, so we'll give them a few more moments, but we'll get ready to send it on down to Dean Dias down there on the podium to talk to our top 3 overall in the girls.
Man, you got a twofer up here. We got the luck of the draw and third overall on the podium. How's it feel?
It feels really good.
How good?
Like, really good.
How'd that moto go for you?
It went all right. I didn't get the best start, but I rode really good.
You rode really good. That's all that counts, right?
Yeah.
You excited to go to the Stewart compound? I heard you got the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
You excited? You gonna throw some fat whips there or what?
I'll try.
Maybe James can help you out and teach you something, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, Matt Mora, Fox, 100%, T-Rex, Sun Enterprises, and everyone else. Thank you.
All right, guys, get over the 57. I hand it Jameson for getting it done. Make my way over to second overall and hand you this little card right here. This is a $100 hole shot award. You got it done. You got second overall here on the podium. How's it feel?
Feels good
You're never very excited when I see you. Why not?
because,
You won that championship, didn't you?
yeah.
Keep on working for it. Keep chipping away. I think you can get it. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, well, tell me who you'd like to thank.
I'd like to thank my dad, my family, Raynard Training Complex, Robbie Raynard.
All right, guys, you have the 19 Amelia Herrick and our class champion, Maddie Kaz. Get it done. Madison Casimir, how's it feel?
It feels great. Just try to ride as smooth as I can. Didn't get the best start, but just try to ride smooth, find the good lines, and got the win.
No doubt about it. You kept your head down. You kept on grinding. Does it feel good to be a champion?
Oh, yeah.
You going to celebrate tonight?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Tell me who you'd like to thank. Who got you this position?
The Lord kept me safe. My mom, my dad, Moto Sandbox, Fly, Dunlop, FMF, 100%, Links, Factory Connection, ODI, Guts, and everybody else that helped me out. Thank you so much.
All right. Now I'm going to bring in All right, Michael, let me hang on this one. With the girls 11 to 16 class champion, on behalf of AMA, I want to present you with the number 1 plate. Give it up for the number 11 of Madison Casimir. Give it up for all top 3.
Congratulations to those three girls there. We're looking at race 38 here, Vet 35, with Adam Miller, Dustin Jensen, Chris Kiefer, Sean Miller, Kyle Dangler, Bill Lloyd, Dustin Bird, Jeff Morris, your top 8 in the Vet 35. And the Masters 50, it is Manning, Bishelia, Wells, and Navarro.
So here we go, Vet 35 plus Masters 50 plus riders on the track right now. 65, 7 to 9 next off the gate. 250B 12 plus limited in staging. Super Mini 1 and girls 65 to 85 in staging as well. So here is, looks like Adam Miller holding the top spot still. So Adam Miller on the 5:09 holding the lead here. Kiefer making the move to second. Dustin Jensen will drop down 1 to third now for the Vet 35 plus. Looks like Sean Miller and Kyle Dangler are still going to run 4th and 5th. So looking at the overall right now in the vet classes, Chris Kiefer sitting on a 1-2 score as they run, so that would give him the top step of the podium. Adam Miller sitting 3-1. Dustin Jensen a 2-3. So there's your top 3 overall in the Vet 35 plus. Masters 50 plus. Rob Manning on the top step of the podium right now with a 1-1. Bishelia sitting 2-2 for second overall. And Don Wells in the third spot in the overall picture with a 4-3 as they roll. All right, looks like white flag in hand here for the riders in the vet class.
So looks like Don Bishelia has now taken over the lead from Rob Manning.
You know what that means, Shand.
Yeah.
An overall podium interview for the quiet and shy Don Bishelia.
Plus the 100% hole shot award. So we're in for a 25-minute interview.
Don't make any plans, folks.
It's longer than a outdoor national moto. Lizarraga, the 86, out there as well.
So you're saying that Don's a little loquacious, are you?
You know, it's odd, Don, because he doesn't really talk a whole lot when just out and about in the pits. He's pretty quiet, reserved guy, doesn't say a lot, but you get him on the podium, and it all comes out.
He's saving it.
He's saving it up.
That's
It's all
it.
bottled up.
He's like, all right, I got to wait till I got a microphone in front of my face, then I'm going to tell everybody everything I want to say. I respect that. Coming from someone who has a microphone in his face and talks all day, you know, we got to give him a little slack there.
I have interviewed Don Bishelia, of course, he being a Texas racer, no less than probably 100 times, Don. And I'm going to get the binoculars out, and I'm going to watch Dean Diaz's facial expressions about 17 minutes into the interview and see if Diaz wants to just commit suicide.
Well, look at this. We were talking about it earlier, Shand. Chris Kiefer does not need to make the pass to take the overall, but someone forgot to tell him that, because look at this. He is working the outside on Miller. They're going to come up on some lap traffic. Kiefer's all over him. He's got the inside. Oh, Miller, nice move to cut that off.
Yeah, Kiefer sweeping it outside. Don, he's made the pass around the outside.
Can he make it stick?
He got it.
Look at that. That is just.
He had the Bud Moore throttle.
That's
Ben.
it. But, wow, that was it right there. With about 100 yards to go, he's going to take the lead away.
Yeah, so Chris Kiefer, your new leader here in the Vet 35, makes his way around Adam Miller as the white flag is waving for Kiefer and the rest of the vets. You've got a combined age of about 400 years old now with the 35 and Masters 50 Plus out on the track.
And that's it right there. Kiefer, a fist pump. He must have got a bad start, because we saw him at the front of the pack yesterday all day, and he had to really work for that one. And I'm pretty sure that Miller not happy to see that being stolen away. So Kiefer with the win. That's going to give him a 1-1. Miller comes across with 3-2. And Dustin Jensen, 2-3. There's your top three in the Vet 35 Plus. And we are looking for Don Bisceglia, Rob Manning, Don Wells in the order in the moto. That's going to be the order overall as well.
Race number 32 about to come out of the gate here, the 65, 7-9 age group with Wellsine, Smart, the Nightmare, Nightingale, Beckham Smith, Anderson, Full Throttle Waddle, Ashburn Hall, Talon Henson, and Gavin McCoy. John Everett Pastro and Asher Taylor rounds out your top 10 in Moto number 1. Those are your top 10 finishes in Moto number 1. These 65cc pilots have just left the start gate for their second Moto.
So it's the 132. Gavin Wellsine with a 100% hole shot for the 65, 7-9.
And, Don, we should be sending it down to the podium here. We've got about 6 interviews coming up with Don Bisceglia, taking up a lot of airtime.
Check your batteries.
Yeah, I did take some batteries down for Dean earlier. So Wellsine with a hole shot and probably still in the lead. Out of Orlando, Florida, he is your odds-on class favorite here as he dominated Moto number 1 ahead of Jaden Smart, Caden Nightingale, Beckham Smith, and Anderson Waddell. And it is Caden Nightingale. Nightingale, your leader here, has made his way around. Gavin was Wellsine. So the Nightmare, Caden Nightingale, exiting the Shock Sox S-turn, the number 4 out of Mounds, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Nightingale wasting no time getting back to the front of the pack there. You know he knows the score. He's got to get himself away from this crew.
First of all, I want you to know I took your chair last night. I brought it back. I used it. But, dude, luck of the draw. Kyle Dangler, man, you going to the circuit?
For the come out and just tear their
Been out there. It's a great opportunity. It's definitely a good time. I'm excited to
Freestone for putting.
Kyle Dangler. Go over here, the whole shot award winner and 3rd overall in the man, I think you've seen Levi doing. You're like, you know what? I got to make it happen.
Yeah, my start's been pretty good all week. Yeah, just try to get a hole shot and try to run away. I mean, these guys were fast. I was making mistakes the first couple of laps, just popping out of ruts, doing, the typical thing. So riding tight, but these guys were riding good. It's super fun, man. First time out here, so definitely try to be a little bit more prepared for next year. But yeah, I want to thank RG3 Suspension, Moto Bros, Active Gear, RG3, JMX, MX Locker, my girlfriend Tasha, just everybody behind me, Adept Graphics, for making this possible.
All right, guys, 100% hole shot award winner and third on the podium. Get up for Dustin Jensen. Make way over to second over. Happen out there. How's it feel? They win. Here we got second. Who's helping you get here?
And all the friends and family. And that's kind of the end of the game, name of the game.
Now, guys, we'll give it up to Adam Miller. He'll take second overall up here on the podium. Now the class champion. Give it up to Chris Kiefer. Kiefer, bro, getting her done out there.
I'm 46. These guys are young, so it's hard to keep up with them. I'm built like a steam engine. It takes me a little while to get going, but once I go, I can sustain it for a little while. So props to my kid for helping me get my sprint speed up. He has a lot of testosterone. Mine is really low, so that kind of helps it out a little bit. But it's been a fun weekend here with my buddy Greg and my wife Heather, and of course my kid absolutely just ripped it yesterday and inspires me to do better.
That's awesome, man. We're happy to have you up here. Who helped you get up here? Who made this all happen?
Yeah, of course, my wife for putting up with Aiden and Greg's bullshit all the time, so it's nice to have her around. FXR Racing, Alpine Stars, Oakley, 6D, Dunlop Motorsports, they hooked me up with some good tires. I had a scoop on earlier, back to the 33. Blood Lubricants, and of course, all the guys over at Racer X and Steve Mathis at Pulp MX. He gives me a lot of crap for doing these amateur nationals, but it's a lot of money, but fun. And thank you for everybody coming to KieferInkTesting.com and looking at our reviews. So we appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to bring Mike's not here. That everyone loud and proud. He said, Thomas the Train, I think I can. I think I can. Get
So quick update here on the track. Cade Nightingale getting passed by Jaden Smart. So that is going to change the overall picture as it looks like Smart going to move to the top step of the podium.
All right, I know you got some things to do, so make it short and sweet up here on the podium. Got some more motos coming up. All right, plus 50 class, third overall, Don Wells, man. How'd the moto go for you?
Went pretty good. I only went down one time, but I had a really good time.
That's what it's all about, man.
Thank you, Freestone. Thank you, Freestone.
Woo! Thank you, Freestone. Who else would you like to thank?
Wells Racing and everybody for coming. Thank y'all.
All right, guys, get over Wells, getting that third overall up here on the podium. Now we're going to make our way over to second overall. How'd the moto go?
It went pretty good. I led the whole thing and then just gave it to Don out there in the back, cross-rutted a little bit and went down, got back up, but not in time. Appreciate racing with this guy so much. He's so fast, and it's a pleasure.
Absolutely a super good feeling. Tell me who you'd like to thank for getting you up here.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife, Lisa. From then on, my training company, Monsoon MX. If it wasn't for having that, I wouldn't be here right now. CD Boots, LS2 helmets, OD bars, Fusion Graphics, and Motorsport Hillsboro, Scott Russell's the only reason I got a bike, actually, too. So.
All right, give it up for the second overall out here. Rob Manning getting the job done. Now, class champion, Don Michelli, man, having a party up here already. How'd the moto go?
It went good. Rob got me, and he was really going. He was being smart, and he was going. And I knew if I tried to stay there, I hope he'd make a mistake, and he did. And I got by him. I didn't have nothing for him. He was really going, so I had to take the mistake. And he might have been pushing a little hard. It was good. So once he made a mistake, I got by him and just kept going fast and took the win. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, we've been racing through the Texas Winter Series. We had a lot of fun this whole time.
That's so awesome. Glad to have you up here. I know you got a moto coming up, so tell me who you'd like to thank.
Well, I'd like to thank the good Lord Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my wife, Marina, for letting me come up here. I'd like to thank Fox, Dunlop Tires, FMF, X-Brand Goggles, No Toil Industry, Munn Racing. I'd really like to thank. They've been helping me out. Justin, he was up there helping me with the gate, and it's just been awesome. They're here at the races, giving us parts and everything. Mike's Off-Road, Michelle MX Training, and Master Pool's training facility. That's I hope I didn't forget anybody, but I'd like to thank everybody. It's just fun to be here, being so old.
All right, guys, give it Don Michelli. On behalf of AMA, I'm going to hand you this, the #1 plate right here. Congratulations, boys.
Don Jaden Smart has made the pass on Cade Nightingale a couple of laps ago. Here's the white flag is waving, so effectively taking Cade Nightingale out of the top spot here in the overall class results. Jaden Smart going 2-1 moto scores for 3 points. Nightingale 3-2 for 5 points. Anderson full throttle. Waddell in third in the championship points run here for the overall class results, Don. So a little shake-up.
Oh, yeah. And, hey, got to send a big shout-out to the guy who's over here washing his bikes and his side-by-side right next to the bleachers. I'm sure everybody appreciates the giant puddle you just created. Nice work. Very selfish.
Yeah, our boy Kevin Lizarraga, third overall here in that Masters 50-plus class. Good to see Lizarraga with the third overall. He has been out here, Don, for a couple of weeks working extremely hard with the Miller family here at Miller Ranch, just getting this facility completely prepped. So good to see one of our staff members go out there and top 3 podium here and doing it on a 2-stroke nonetheless.
There you go. See that? Putting all that work in, got a chance to have some fun, too.
He's the Iron Man. Kevin Lizarraga, the Iron Man, out of Paragould, Arkansas.
Well, it looks like we're going to be looking at the checkered flag here as Jaden Smart charging through the rollers one final time. And that is going to be the checkered flag. That's the race win and a fist pump because that's the championship right there for Jaden Smart. Cade Nightingale across the line in second. He's going to be second overall. And talking about consistency, Anderson Waddell going to be third in the moto and going to be third overall.
Yeah, solid scores here for Nightingale and Waddell. They will round out the overall.
So Jaden Smart, Cade Nightingale, Anderson Waldell, top 3 in the overall picture there. Sounds like 250B fired up on the gate down there. All right, looks like the 2 card is up here for the 250B 12 Plus Limited. Full gate down there. You had to qualify to get into it. Fauser and Peppard were winners in theirs. Fapani and Diesel Thomas were second in the divisions. And it looked like it was Nate Freehill, Noah Stevens third in their divisions. And the 2 card goes sideways. And the gate is down.
So Jeremy Fapani, number 2 with the hole shot, leading the 462 Luke Fauser. So Fapani rounding that 100% hole shot award. First turn, leading Luke Fauser and the rest of the crew here.
And look at this. They're going to be about side by side. First time up towards the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree. Looks like Fapani going to get a little bit of an advantage. No, that's Fauser who's taking the lead. So Fapani went to the outside, kind of got a little offline there. So the 462, Luke Fauser, going to be out front.
It was Landon Peppard also winning a division here, winning his division. Diesel Thomas finished second in his division, and he is not going to be a factor here in this moto. So that's really going to open it up for Nate Freehill, Noah Stevens, Revan Gordon, Ryder Gwynn, Everett Clark, Wyatt Creighton, and Jadon Searles, as Jadon Cooper will not be out here racing either. He finished 6th in Moto 1, so a little shake-up here
Yeah,
with a
those
couple
riders,
of heavy hitters not going to be a factor here in the second moto.
Yeah, and that'll kind of give some other guys a little bit of extra motivation, and unfortunately those 2 riders did come together yesterday. Our thoughts continue to go with them as they get back on the road to recovery. All right, looking at
All
your
right,
leaders.
guys. I'm down here on the podium with Mr. Thor Thrasher. Dude, you're going to the Stewart compound. How's it feel? Did you have a good moto that moto?
Yeah.
So, man, you excited to throw some scrubs with James and Malcolm?
Yeah.
All right, man. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, Thor, RJR, DRS, JT Cycle, everybody else, thank you.
All right, guys, hold that up. Get some pictures. That's Thor Thrasher getting the luck of the draw. Go to James Stewart. And, hey, third over on the podium, we're down here with Anderson Waddell, dude. It's been a little bit of a struggle for you all week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But you made it happen here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Does it feel good? Little weight lifted off the shoulder?
Yes.
I bet, man. Hey, you got some more motos coming to Springening, don't you?
I'm not going.
Not going to Spring, dude. Hey, well, at least you got the podium. You made it happen. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, KTM, Orange Brigade, Fly, A1 Racing, Dunlop, Scott, and everyone else. Thank you.
All right, guys, get over third over on the podium. Anderson Waddell. Make my way over here to second. Number 4, Cade Nightingale. Cade, there's a little bit of drama going on in that moto. What happened out there? Yeah, man, it was a solid ride for sure. Well, tell me who's got you up here on the podium, second overall.
My dad, NSA Yamaha, Cole, Jake, Ed, Donnie, Danny, ODI, Bell Helmets, 100%, Moose Racing, Dunlop Tires, and that's all.
All right, guys, give it up for Cade Nightingale, get second overall. Now the class champ. We're down here at the 42 of Jaden Smart. How's it feel to be on the podium at the top step?
Good.
How'd that moto go for you?
Good. I got a pretty decent start. It's really smooth out there, but charge to the front.
Keep your head down, ride your own race, right?
Yeah.
Who would you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, Fox, Cobra Motorcycles, DRI Suspension, Tyson Engines, TX Throttles, Caleb Tennant, Gay Moto, Gold Country Casino, Justin Costello from State Farm, Skyline Steel, CP Racing, and everybody else.
All right, guys, get the 42 of Jaden Smart. Make my way over and grab that. All right, on behalf, I'd like to present Jaden Smart with the number 1 play here in the 65cc class. Give it up at top there on your podium. Racing Kyler. Also got a whole shot down award right here for the 52-54 Racing Kyler Racing. You made it happen fine the last moto. I heard you're the whole shot queen. Is that true? How's it feel to get that whole shot, the 100% whole shot award?
Good.
100%. They're pretty cool for making this happen, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Get that whole shot. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, God, for keeping me safe. My mom, Dad, CG, Papa, Sonny, Nick, and everyone. Thank you.
All right, guys, give her a whole shot award winner, Racing Kyler.
And we got a heck of a race going on out here. Landon Pepper taking the lead away from Fauser and Fapani.
Yeah.
And by doing that, Shandy, he put himself on the top step of the podium.
He sure did, Don. He won his division. Fauser won his division, so they both come in with 1 point. And Peppard making the pass on Fapani, and then Luke Fauser, as you pointed out, puts Landon Peppard from Wasilla, Alaska, up there in the driver's seat here for the overall class win. It's Peppard, Fauser, the 462, with Fapani in third. They're the number 2 on the board, the KTM. And we'll be seeing Revin Gordon, Nate Freehill, Noah Stevens, Jaden Searles and company making their way over the finish line tabletop. Just fractions of a second off the leader's pace here, Don.
Yeah, it looks like Peppard, the rider, really trying to make a statement here. He just put in the fast lap of the race going 2:03.9, so Landon Peppard is trying to step away from these guys.
But Fauser is there on his rear fender to capitalize on any mistake, any minute mistake that Landon Peppard may have. They're both literally going around the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree as we talk, so he's within striking distance to keep Peppard.
Well, you know, here's the other thing, Shand. He's a smart rider, so if Peppard got around him, that means Landon's got some good lines. So Luke is going to kind of scout behind him, stay out of the roost. All right, where did this guy get all that speed? Where is he finding that speed? So
sure,
maybe make a late moto push.
You bring up a valid point, Don. He's going to sit back there and get educated. Edumacated.
Whoa, steps way to the outside just before the Kawasaki step up. Peppard almost went off the track.
Yeah, big mistake here, and that lets Fauser close in on the rear fender as your front runners make their way down into the Suzuki Sweeper. The Loop 270, the Valley of Love here at Freestone County Raceway. This is the lower portion of the track. They'll make their way up the Bud Moore throttle section and drop back down in the Team Cramp corner. Look at Peppard using that body English out of that right-hand corner. And Fauser, as you pointed out, Don, Fauser just sitting back there watching all of Landon Peppard's lines, moves, kind of gauging where he could make a late moto pass if possible.
Yeah, you also get a chance to see, hey, maybe this section right here is where he's not as quick. So if I can set myself up to get in a good spot right there, you know, that's another possibility.
Papani quietly back there in third, just a few seconds, 2 seconds off of Fauster's rear fender, about 3.6 seconds to be exact. So here it is on lap number 5. It's Landon Peppard in first, Luke Foster second, Papani in third, fourth place Noah Stevens, Revin Gordon fifth, Nate Freehill back in sixth, Jaden Searles in seventh, Wyatt Creighton in eighth. Ninth place is Gavin Player, the Texan, putting in a good ride here, JP. Up there in ninth place, the 25er player, Reese Wheaton in 10th, Logan Edwards 11th, 12th place Ryder Huffman, 13th is Everett Clark, and in 13th now, Hayes Edwards has gotten around Everett Clark, and in 15th, it's Nicholas Packeraz back there in your top 15. So Peppard looking strong here. Landon Peppard on the gas, the 37 out of Wasilla, Alaska. Your Division I winner here. Leading Luke Fauster on lap number 5 of this 250B 12-plus limited class. JP, we've got race 34 coming up. Super Mini 1, 12 to 15 age group.
All right, as our leader, Landon Peppard still out front by about 2 seconds over Luke Fauser, Jeremy Fapani in third, Noah Stevens fourth, Reverend Gordon fifth, Nate Freehill in sixth, Jaden Searles in seventh, Wyatt Creighton in eighth, Reese Wheaton in ninth, Gavin Player 10th, Everett Clark 11th, Trace Holland in 12th, Ryder Huffman in 13th, and Hayes Edwards, the TTMX rider, in 14th. And his teammate is in 10th, number 25, Gavin Player, under the tutelage of Van Martin. And white flag is out. 1 lap remaining. race number 34. And coming up, girls 65 and 85, 7 to 13 years of age. And our final moto of the day will be the Vets 25 and Vets 45. Woohoo! Lantern peppered on the gas through the team cramp sweeper. So as you wind down this 250B class, 12 years and older limited, it's all Landon peppered. And it looks like and he takes a checkered flag for the win and a close Luke Fauser in second. And fouled by the 2 of Jeremy Fapani. That is your top 3. We should be looking for the 97 of Nolan Stevens and the 105 of Reverend Gordon to round out the top 5. And there's Stevens over the finish line tabletop. And fouled by the Kawasaki rider, Reverend Gordon. 41, Nate Freehill. And Wyatt Crichton, Jaden Surlis, Reese Wheaton. And the 25, the TTMX rider of Gavin Player, followed by the 15 of Trace Holland. And many more.
So it looks like we got sight laps underway here. Sight laps underway for the final 3 motos of the day. Final 3 motos of the 2023 James Stewart Freestone Spring Championship presented by Parts Unlimited in Thor, part of the American Motocross Championships. So once again, we've got Super Mini.
All right, I'm here with the luck of the draw, man. What's your name?
My name's Ryder Huffman.
Ryder Huffman, man. We're going to the town. How's it feel?
Dude, it feels so sick.
Super lucky, man. Getting her done. Got that ace of spades. We're going to Stewart. You got to throw some fat whips out there?
Oh, yeah.
That's like to hear. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
I'd like to thank MSR, Rocky Mountain ATV, Pocatello Power Sports, Flex Bars, and everybody else that helped me.
All right, guys, get up. He's going to go to the Stewart call.
Thank you.
Bringing this 100% whole shot award to Jeremy. Sorry about Jeremy Fapani. My apologies. Third on the podium, man. Get that whole shot award. How's it feel?
It felt good. I got off the gate pretty well, and then I was just trying to charge, and then they were just better than me this moto, but we'll just come back, be better next motos. So, yeah, I'm feeling good.
That's what I like to hear, man. Who's helping you get here on the podium?
I'd love to thank my mom, my dad, my mechanic, Verba, my trainers, Jared and Ivan back home, Beeks, KTM Orange Brigade, 100%, Maddie, Daniel, Bell Helmets, Alpine Stars, 7, Pro Taper, Tamer, VP Fuels, Dunlop Tires, and everyone else that gives me this opportunity to be here. Thank you.
All right, guys, 100% whole winner, getting crazy over here. Jeremy Frappani getting the job done, getting third overall. Now I'm going to make my way over to Luke Fowler. Fowler, man, taking second overall. I heard it got a little crazy out there. What happened?
Yeah, I got up to the gate in like second, got around Jeremy as fast as I could, and then Pepper was riding really good, and he came up, and then I landed a wall jump and landed in between, like kind of like landed in a cross rut, and it tossed me off the side, so I got on the track as safe as I could and landed, got around me, but me and Landon just battled it out to the end, and he came out on top.
Solid ride, man. Tell me who you got to the second overall.
My mom, my dad, KTM Orange Brigade, Daniel and Maddie, Pro Taper, Sam Hurley, Manna Bennett, Wheaton's for Haul My Trailer, Mittens that are going to take me to Underground, Grandma and Grandpa, Uncle Mark, Pro Taper, Links for the awesome motors for my 125s, Dunlop for the awesome tires, Troy Lee, 100%, Christian from Alpine Star, Monster Army, Brap Supply, Tamer, Kevin from Tamer, yeah.
All right, guys, give us a second overall on the podium, Luke Fowler. And now, dude, the champ, getting it done, man. How's it feel?
Feels great. It's been a while since I've been up here.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever been on the podium at Freestone.
Well, congratulations, man. How'd that moto go?
It went pretty good. I got off to a little better start than I have been getting off of, but still wasn't up front. And just, I saw Luke and Jeremy up front, and I knew I had to beat them, so I just sprinted and charged past them and rode my own race from there.
Kept your head down, made it happen. I love to hear it. Who helped you out?
On that Gas Fox, 100%. Monster, my dad, Factory Connection, Lord Jesus Christ, FMF, Motor X, Dunlop, and everybody else helps me out. Thank you.
Awesome. There you go. Get Atlanta Pepper. Make my way over. Hey. Atlanta Pepper on behalf of AMA. I'd like to number 1 play. Give it up for Atlanta Pepper on 37 machine.
All right, looks like we're ready to go here with Super Mini 1. Gate is down. Let's see who's going to get the 100% hole shot. And looking for the official word on that.
Cole Timbo grabs the hole shot.
Yeah, Timbo that 100% hole shot, but he's going to give the lead up. Carson Wood making the way to third. Looks like Pine has taken the top spot. Cade Dudney in the fourth spot.
Oh, the O'Don, even though Darren Pine got fourth in the last moto, he is now currently first.
And Deacon Deno on the move now, the 419, about 7th or 8th. He's going to move himself into the top 5 quickly. So Deno making the move around Dudney to move himself to 4th, and he is charging after Wood. Deno wasting no time here early in the moto, getting right to work. Right on Wood right now. That'll be the pass for 3rd if he can get him. Looks like he is going to move to 3rd.
All right, coming up on the line, ladies and gentlemen, is Race 35, our girls 65 to 85, 7 to 13. On the track right now is Super Mini 1, 12 to 15.
Yeah, and right behind the girls, the 25 and 45 plus JP, the final moto for the 2023 James Stewart Freestone Spring Championship, presented by Parts Unlimited in Thor, part of the American Motocross Championships. So Timbo going to move back out front. Pine into second. There's Deno in third. Carson Wood, Cade Dudney fourth and fifth.
So Cole Timbo just motors through the Texas 12-pack to take over the lead.
Yeah, he had a great line through that section. Just smooth, double through there. Really the fast way to go. If you can do it, that's the way to do it right.
Boy, he did. He just skimmed across those things like Ken Roxon.
There you go. Big old whoop section there. So Timbo, the 343, making the most of it. Well, look at this. Deacon Deno going to go around Darren Pine to move to second, but the gap between first and second opened up quickly. So Deacon Deno, he is not messing around here. He was fourth in his division race, looking to get a much better finish here as he moves himself to second.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cole Timbo out front, Darren Pine in second, Deacon Deno third, Carson Wood fourth, Caden Dundee fifth, Landon Gordon in sixth, Landon Gibson in seventh, Heath Fisher eighth, Matthew Williams in ninth, Max Shane 10th, Cannon Hardgrove in 11th. But I think Deacon Deno passed Darren Pine in this early on in this lap, moving him up into second.
All right, top of the hill, going to head back down. And there you go. Let's wash that e-bike right next to the bleachers as well. That's a really selfish thing you're doing there, sir. So there is Cole Timbo, Deacon Deno, and Cade Dudney now to third. Pine drops back to fourth, and Carson Wood circling in the fifth spot right there.
Boy, Don, look at the lead that Timbo has pulled on the second place at Deacon Deno, probably about 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, he's done everything he can do right now. He's got clear track. Really, all you can do right now is just continue to charge. And Deno, nice, smooth scrub over that jump stand number 5. He's about flat coming over that thing. Yeah, so look at this. With the finishes in the division race, Cade Dudney sitting in third right now. He was second in the division. That's the top step of the podium overall right now. Deacon Deno could change that up if he can make the pass on Cole Timbo, because he sits second overall with a 4.2 score. And Carson Wood running a 1.5 right now. That puts him third overall. Still a few laps left to go before we decide who's going to get this championship. And I'll tell you, Deacon Deno is trying to make a push to the front. So with division racing, you end up with scores from the motos ahead where you can have two riders that have the same score, and this has just tossed it all up in the air. Consistent ride for Pine on a 4.4, but that's not even going to put him in the top 5 overall. All right, the 18 of Landon Gordon moving up now as he's going to get around Carson Wood. So we're going to reset the top 5 here. Cole Timbo holds the lead. Deacon Deno second. Cade Dudney third. Landon Gordon up to 4th. And Carson Wood now rounding out the top 5. As we follow the 419 down through the twist and shout section. I'm sorry, your leader there through the twist and shout section. So Cole Timbo back to the inside. Around the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree turn. And back around, up and over jump stand number 5. Coming back to the Shock Sox S turn. There's your leader on the 343.
So Cole Timbo hits the number 7 Kawasaki step up. He'll make that 128-degree turn down to the number 8 downhill ski jump in the Loop 270, the Ken Roxon Suzuki Sweeper.
All right, here we go. It is the 343. Let's take a ride with Cole Timbo. If you're watching live on the stream, we are right over his shoulder here. So working past the halfway point here.
Timbo hits the FMF Powerwall back into the Texas 12-pack for that enjoyable ride into the VMAX switchback. 419 Deacon Deno in second place.
Yeah, Deno is doing everything he can to chase him down. And right now, Cade Dudney in the 3rd spot. He's got nobody close. He is in contention for the championship if he can hold that spot.
So still Cole Timbo with about a 2.5-second lead over Deacon Deno. As your riders go through the twist and shout section of Freestone Raceway, they'll make that left-hand turn and come up the Dunlop drag strip. And it looks like Timbo has increased his lead by about a second as he rounds the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree down to the Dunlop drop. Now let's see if Deacon Deno is going to do that super scrub as he did last lap over the number 5. Oh yeah, keeps it low, hugs the dirt.
He's closing up. And that's the tail of the tape right there. A 4-1, if Deno can make the pass, would give him the championship. Because Dudney's in 3rd. That's going to be a 2-3, which is 5. They're both going to have 5, but the better finish would send it to Deacon Deno. So I'm pretty sure he knows the score. He has got to get around Cole Timbo. There's no other path to the championship.
You know, towards the end of the day, we got one more moto to go. Check out the infield. Man, our die-hard supporter fans out there. A good crowd, bigger than normally than what I see towards the end of the day.
There you go. Everybody's sticking around here. And, hey, folks, if you are done with your race program, make sure you bring that transponder and everything you got with it back over to the eScore trailer. Everything you got with that transponder needs to go back to the eScore trailer. We're on the final lap here. JP, can Deacon Deno make the pass and grab that number 1 plate?
Man, that's a tough call. I mean, I wouldn't be a betting man on that.
Yeah, I'd say that's an even money bet right there.
I mean, they're both carrying about the same speed, but, I mean, the only thing that can happen is just one little FUBU.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all he's going to do is just hope for a mistake or just put the hammer down and let it hang out.
You know, you kind of wonder what's going through his mind right now because, man, this is it.
Say. Hey, get that guy. Get that guy is what I think he's
Let's
thinking.
see that super scrub again by the Deacon. And he does
Yeah,
that
keeping
super
it low.
scrub. Now look at this. He's within 3 bike lengths as they go through the shocks access turn down the Freestone Freeway. They hit the Blake Baggett berm. Deacon Dental in tow. It is getting down to the wire. It could happen on Loop 270, the Suzuki Sweeper. But then again, when you hit the FMF Powerwall into the Texas 12-back and the VMAX switchback, many options.
Yeah, if he can get close enough, he's got a shot at him in the 12-pack. When you come to the end of that section, the option turn there, that VMAX switchback, can he reel him in close enough? Oh, this one's going to be a nail biter. They're going to go back down to the bottom of the hill as we ride along.
The inside, Don.
Yeah, look at this, JP. He is just flat out sending it down the hill.
Did a Clayton Miller leg drag.
Here we go. Here we go. Into the FMF Powerwall. Can Timbo hold him off? He does. So Cole Timbo gets the moto win. Deno across the line second, but it's going to be the 40 of Caden Dudney, who is going to be your champion. Now, looking at the overall picture, Dudney with a 2-3 score. He's going to be the champion. Deacon Deno 4-2 scores for second overall. And Landon Gordon with a 2-4 going to get the final step on the overall podium. Underway with the girls 65 to 85. Looks like the 254 race in Kyla with 100% hole shot for the girls 65 to 85. And it looks like the 19 Amela Herrick going to power around the outside going down the hill to take the lead away. So Mela Herrick on the 19 takes the lead here in the girls 65 to 85. Herrick with the win in Moto 1. Hannah Jamison, Tinley McCoy second and third in Moto 1. Zoe Moore and Racing Kyler rounding out the top 5 in the first Moto for the girls 65 to 85. Then it was Reagan and Riley Davis 6th and 7th. Kenzie Watien in 8th and Ivana Garza rounding out the field in 9th for the girls 65-85 first moto. Mela Herrick looking to take command of this one. She's going to be making her way around the outside in that big Suzuki sweeper. So there's your leader up and over the FMF Powerwall. So Mayla Herrick going to grab the green flag there as she leads them around here on lap 1. Hannah Jamison into second. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Zoe Moore. 6:38 in third. And there's Tinley McCoy running in fourth, rounding out the top 5. That's the 2.54 Racing Kyler. Grabbed the 100% hole shot, keeping herself in the top 5. And we've got the vet 25 and 45 plus final moto of the day on the gate. And it looks like they're starting to get themselves situated down there on the podium, so we'll give them just a moment before we send it down to Dean Dias to talk to our top 3 overall down there on the victory podium. And Dean, we'll send it down to you.
All right, the rest of the podium here in the Super 2, dude. Getting it done out there. How's it feel?
Yeah, pretty good. It was all about the start, and I didn't get a great start, and working my way up through the pack, and then I had a little tip over, but we salvaged a third.
Third place, man. It feels pretty good. You get to move on here with a third overall. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank the Lord for keeping me safe, my whole family, Team Green Kawasaki, Ryan Holiday, Mario, Derek, Pro Circuit, Dunlop, Alpine Star, 100%, Monster Mike, Renthal, Throttle Syndicate, and everybody else, thank you.
All right, there you go. Third overall, Landon Gordon. Now I'm going to make my way around and see the 419 machine of Deacon Ditto. Deacon, tell me about it.
I didn't have the best start, but I was working my It was a great ride.
Definitely a great ride. Tell me who you'd like to thank. Who helped you?
My mom, my dad,
overall. Now I'm going to make my way over here to number 40K Dudney. You know, a lot of people have their doubts with this new Kawasaki 112 coming out, but I don't think you had those doubts, did you?
No, the bike's amazing. I finally got off the start, and just the Dunlop 33 hooked up, and I got off the start and just top 5, and I just rode my race from there and just kept on pushing.
What about it, man? You sort of had the match.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. You got any more plans for the rest of the week?
Nope, just chill out and get ready for spring inning.
I'd like to hear. Tell me who's helping you out, who's in your corner.
My mom, my dad, my little brother Avery, Ryan Holiday, Team Green Kawasaki, Monster Energy, Oakley, Fly Racing, Alpine Stars, Maxima, Pro Circuit, Renthal, Dunlop, and everybody else that supports me. Thank you.
All right, guys, get up to number 40K Dudney. Now I'm going to bring in Mike Burkeen, who came back to see me finally.
All right, so underway here in girls 65 to 85 as you see the champagne celebration down there on the victory podium. Was the 254 Racing Kyler with the 100% hole shot here, but Mila Herrick taking over the lead very quickly. Hannah Jamison, Zoe Moore second and third, Tinley McCoy in fourth, and Racing Kyler hanging on to that fifth place spot as the white flag comes out. And it looks like Tinley McCoy battling with Zoe Moore there, trying to take that third spot. She got her, JP.
Yep, right through the James Stewart ski jump.
Well, we've seen that inside-outside line there, and we know that if you can get the right drive, that outside line is fast. So here comes Mila Herrick coming back to the inside, JP. She has got a pretty solid 7-second gap.
She's going to Earl and Pearl's Creamery over there in the food court for sure. But, hey, check this out. Zoe Moore with a 4.3 and Tinley McCoy with a 3.4. But right now, it's Tinley McCoy in third place.
Yep, trying to get that final step on the podium.
But Zoe Moore is not giving up as they go around the Leonard Skid at Oak Tree down through the Dunlop drop.
Yeah, she's staying right on her.
Yeah, we still got about a half a lap. So maybe she'll pass it in the Bud Moore throttle up section.
That would be good. Oh, came up short on 6 and bounced over the top. That's going to cost her some time.
Well, hopefully she'll get an attitude and altitude and twist the throttle a little bit harder.
All right, here we go. She's coming to the inside. Oh, gets stuck in that inside line, that deep line there. She was trying to get to the inside before the Kawasaki step-up. She was able to get there, but was just kind of sucked down by one of those deep ruts there. And your leader now on the 19, making her way down the Texas 12-pack.
And that checkered flag is coming out. It's going to go to the number 19, Husqvarna-mounted Mila Herrick.
There's the 57, Hannah Jamison across the line second. Let's follow this battle for third, as that's going to determine who gets the final step of the podium. So making their way through the team cramp sweeper, making a charge to the top of Cemetery Hill here. We'll wait for him to pop over the top. Oh, and it looks like McCoy is going to have the advantage coming down the Texas 12-pack. So it looks like Tinley McCoy is going to move to that third spot overall. And she does hold the spot, so that should be enough to put her on the final step of the podium. And it does. So it's going to be Mila Herrick, Hannah Jamison, Tinley McCoy, top 3 overall. And we got junior plus 25, senior 45 plus, final moto of the event on the gate.
So in your junior 25 plus, Jacob Hayes taking a win, Cole Shonda second, Dustin Jessen third, Force Player fourth, Ozzy Bobbery fifth.
So Dustin Jensen, the 580 with the 100% hole shot in the junior 25 plus. Here comes the senior 45 plus. And it's going to be Chris Kiefer, the 165 Yamaha with a 100% hole shot for the senior 45 plus.
All right, finishing up third overall here in the girls class. The number 22, Tinley McCoy, I was checking timing and scoring. You guys were only a tenth of a second apart going on the white flag. How'd you do it?
I just held my own race, and on white flag, I just stayed up and went and got third.
Yeah, it's awesome to be third overall on the podium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you like to thank who made it all possible?
The 22 crew, OG, Singe Graphics, V-Dub, LS2 helmets, Extreme Colors, and everyone else, thank you.
All right, guys, get over number 22, Taylor McCoy. Finish up third overall. Now we're going to get over here to second overall. Hey, James, I love your hat. How'd that moto go? Yeah, it makes it a little easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then what happened?
I just...
Road to race, you made it happen. Hey, who made it all possible? Who's getting here to this second overall?
Sun Enterprises, T-Rex, 100%, and everybody else. Thank you.
All right, guys, get the 50. Jameson. Now we're making over here to class champ. We're not so upset about this one, are we?
No.
How'd that moto go?
It was good. I got off to a horrible start, and I just made passes and had fun.
That's what I like to hear. You got any plans next week?
Yeah, we're going to Spring a Ding Ding.
All right, well, best of luck out there. Tell me who's going to help you get back up here.
My dad for being my mechanic, Robbie Raynard, Raynard Training Complex, Fox, Tyler Hayes, Matt Mora, Pro Circuit, FMF, Sun Enterprises, Elite KTM, Mika Metals, PC Racing, Raw Designs, Tamer Holeshot, Dunlop, Rob Fox from Dunlop, Moto C, and everyone else. Thank you.
All right, guys, give it up for the number 19, Amelia Herrick. Bring in Mike King so he can hand you that number 1 plate. You guys can party with the champagne.
So there is your top 3 on the overall podium down there. Underway in the junior plus 25 and senior 45 plus. Jacob Hayes, Cole Shondak, Tracy Cloy, Forrest Player, and Dustin Jensen top 5 in the plus 25 junior. And Chris Kiefer, Bill Lloyd, Don Bashilia, Jeff Morris, and Sean Ireland top 5 in a senior 45 plus as the champagne sprays down there on the podium. Looking at the 768 of Cole Shondak there as he makes his way around. Looking over his shoulder as he climbs to the top of Cemetery Hill.
All right, getting the luck of the draw. Zoe Moore, you're going.
I'm really excited to go ride that sand track. My mom, my dad, Fast House Hot Wheels, Burn Lord Sock Shocks, Bell Helmets, 100%, Alpine Star, Jesus, my grandma, my grandpa, Dunlop, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
All right, guys, give it up for this 38. Zoe Moore. And now we got our whole shot award winner down here. She did in the 65 class. She did it again against. Keep a secret. What took so long to figure it out? But you made it happen. For racing, Kyler.
So all set down there on the podium in 100% whole shot award. Everybody's smiling down there. As we continue here with the junior 25 plus and senior 45 plus. Looking at the overall right now, Jacob Hayes sitting on a 1-1 score in the plus 25. Cole Shondak going 2-2, and it looks like Forrest Player sitting 4-3 right now. So that would be the top three for the plus 25. And in the senior 45 plus, Chris Kiefer a 1-1 coming into this. Bill Loy a 2-2, and Don Bashelia a 3-3. So that's your top three overall in the plus 45. Hey, folks, once again, make sure you return those transponders and everything you got from eScore back down to the eScore trailer. Do not leave with your transponder, please. And following Jacob Hayes as he's going to make his way up out of the Suzuki, or I should say into the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree turn. Riding along with the 90 Kawasaki. Chris Kiefer coming across the finish line out front in the plus 45. Jacob Hayes heading down the ski jump as he leads in the junior plus 25. Whoa, you see his foot get pulled off the pegs there.
So check this out. Chris Kiefer with a 25-second lead over second place Bill Loy, and then followed by Don Bashelia about a second back from Bill Loy.
Yeah, he's getting away. And
Right now it's looking like the overall is Chris Kiefer, Bill Loy, and then Don Bashelia. Another interview.
So white flag is out here as Jacob Hayes, Chris Kiefer leading their respective classes with a pretty solid gap for both of those riders. Shondak's not quite letting Jacob Hayes get away that much, but it's still a 10, 12-second gap. Last time around it was 15. Yeah, it's going to stay the same, JP.
Yeah, so check this out. The TTMX rider, Force player number 25, has moved up into second, passing Cole Shondak through the VMAX switchback.
Yeah, that puts him on the final step of the podium there.
With one lap to go, the final lap, the final chapter of the 2023 13th annual James Stewart Spring Championship, brought to you by Area 51 Films and Outlaw Productions TV on the YouTube channel, of course, Freestone YouTube channel, and brought to you by Parts Unlimited, Thor, and Rocky Mountain ATV, and all the other supporters to making this event possible.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to, again, say a big thanks to all those folks. Cannot make an event happen like this without a lot of support from the sponsors and vendors. And just love that. Just love that they keep that support going every year, year after year.
If anybody's got any food left over, please bring it down to the Station Tower for Shan Garcia.
He'll be happy to finish it all out for you.
Yeah.
So looking at the 90 Kawasaki, there's Jacob Hayes. He's going to make one more jump over the top of Cemetery Hill. And he's coming over the FMF Powerwall final time through. And that's going to be the checkered flag. Race win and the championship in the plus 25 junior, Jacob Hayes. Little double fist pump there as he comes off the finish line jump.
And here comes second place, our Texas Tornado MX rider, the 25 of Forest player, second place. And foul by Ken Roxon. Cole Shondek on the Suzuki number 768.
Suzuki's confusing. Looks like Ozzie Barbary and Dustin Johnson battling right down to the checkered flag there. Less than a half a second separating them. So Barbary will get 4th. Dustin Jensen 5th. That is for the plus 25. And looking for the 165 of Chris Kiefer. And it looks like that's going to be him coming through the end of the Texas 12-pack. So Kiefer will hold on for the win in the plus 45. And he will be the champion in that class. We're looking for Bill Lloyd, Don Bashilia, 2nd and 3rd. And that is exactly how they will run in the overall picture. Hey, folks, make sure you return your transponder and all of the rental stuff they gave you back to eScoreMX.com's trailer. Do not leave with your rental transponders. That should be the first thing you do when you're done with your racing program. Gather up the charging cradle, anything they gave you, bring it back down to the trailer, and turn that back in. So it will be Kiefer, Loy, and Bashilia, top 3 overall in the plus 45. And, of course, Jacob Hayes, Forest player, Cole Shondek. Actually, Jacob Hayes, Cole Shondek, Forest player, top 3 in the plus 25. Let me correct that order there. So letting him get situated down there on the podium here.
Does it again, man. He gets big hole shots out there.
Really good. Made a couple mistakes on the first 2 laps, and these guys are good, so they. I just now starting to find my groove. And, yeah, a little late. But, yeah, I just want to thank the whole Moto Bros crew. Rob Fox from Dunlop always setting me up with some good tires, good traction, MX Locker, Active Gear, Adept Graphics, RG3 suspension. Yeah, just everybody else, I appreciate it.
All right, guys, give up a Dustin Jensen to get that 100% hole shot award. All right, 3rd overall here in the junior 25-plus class. Number 25, actually. Go figure. Man, how's it feel?
Man, it feels good. Just working a full-time job and trying to ride when I can, just really doing it as a hobby. I'm still glad to be able to get up here and compete. I've always looked up to Jacob and Cole for a long time. I've seen them racing nationals forever, and just to be able to still compete on my dirt bike's fun, So I'm just glad to be out here, to be honest.
No, we're glad to have you up here. Tell me who you'd like to thank. Who got you here?
I'd like to thank my family, my girlfriend, TJ Cycle, JM Racing, Fox for giving me a killer career, and just everybody that helps me still do this, man. Thanks. Trying to work and trying to still do it for fun is hard, and I'm just glad to be able to do it. So thank you to everybody that helps.
All right, guys, get it up for the number 25 Forest player. Getting her done out there. Looking for our 3rd overall machine, 768. Man, you didn't get the whole shot award this time, but hey, you're 2nd over on the podium. How's it feel?
But I got families.
No doubt about it, man. We're proud to have you. That's Cole Shondak getting it done. Second overall. He too-cooled me yesterday, but he's up here. Jacob Hayes getting her done out there.
I don't know if I should have been out there on the sidelines. I felt a little rusty, but just having fun at the races. I haven't done this in a while, so it was kind of surreal to be back at an amateur event where I spent pretty much my whole life, and just cool to be back here and see all the families working hard and just everyone doing what they do.
No doubt, man. It was good to see you out there. It's good to see a little old-school technique out there as well. I seen a double there after the finish line. Better than some of the pro sport riders. Tell me about
Just try to use some of that old knowledge to my advantage and just ride this Cowie to a smooth ride.
We're going to see any more races?
I want to do Mammoth and Loretta's this year. Loretta's is going to be a tough task. Those guys go fast in 25 plus and open pro sport, but that's my goal. Working a full-time job now, being a manager for Wasserman is a different role for me, but just still dirt bikes and being a family. They got me this motorcycle. They brought me here, so I appreciate them. Thor, 100%. AO, REP, Mark Johnson kills my suspension. Renthal, Alpine Stars, everyone, thank you.
You guys give it for Jacob Hayes. I am going to bring in Mr. Mike Burke.
So going to let them do a quick reset down there on the vet podium. Once again, folks, make sure you return those transponders.